Welcome back to Beyond the Wax, where we have empowering conversations with remarkable women, uncovering the secrets of beauty, health, wellness, and lifestyle. Get ready to hear remarkable stories while eyebrows are transformed. Our guest for today has an all-in community of just over 1 million followers. A Latina mompreneur revolutionizing the fitness
y ahora,
world.
pues, que se reinventó, se ha vuelto pues una sensación con sus
Marjorie
clases
will
virtuales de
introduce you to a
ejercicios.
local
Aquí en su-
Instagram
With her
sensation.
fitness platform, Queen Warriors. None other than Fabiana Ferrarini.
Fabiana Ferrarini, oh my God, it is an honor to have you here today. How are you?
Fantastic, and I'm so excited to be here.
I can't believe you're here. I am so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, Fran.
We're
It's an
doing your
honor.
brows today.
We are doing everything.
Are you
Brows.
excited? Nothing that you're not used to, but
Yeah, I'm excited, but yeah.
awesome. Well, for anyone who doesn't know, Fabi's been getting her brows done with me already. So we're just maintaining the shape. We're going to do a little tint today and just zhuzh her up, you know?
That's right.
We're going to jump right into the first question because I'm really intrigued on this one. And I think it's just going to give you a flash from the past. Fabi, how did it feel to be the first Latina to be on the cover of Oxygen magazine? And can you take us back to 2016 when you first received confirmation that you won? And bonus question, can you still carry Matt up the steps?
So flashback. That's a really good question because it's been
you.
such a long time. And in the midst of your journey, you often forget all your accomplishments. And that's kind of like one of them, you know? So to be the first Latina on the cover of Oxygen magazine, which is a really big female fitness
Huge.
magazine, it's international. I couldn't believe it, you know, because when I came to the United States when I was 6 years old. I was born here in the States, but I moved to Honduras. And so when I came...
You moved when you were already an adult?
No, I moved when I was 6.
Oh, okay.
So I've been in the
Culture
States since
shock.
I was 6. Yeah. And so growing up, you know, I was that kid that was bullied. I was that kid that didn't have the coolest gear. I was that kid that just wasn't popular. So I would have never imagined that I would have been in a cover of such a huge magazine. You know, so that to me was a big deal. It was a huge accomplishment. And it's funny because when I joined the challenge, you know, I was just like, I would never be in a cover of that magazine. Like me, you know, like never.
You were just like,
you
why
know?
not?
You know, I was just like, I signed up and I said, okay, if I win, I'll be on a cover. I'm open to that. But I never thought that I would win. And so it was a 90-day
Girl, you
challenge.
looked amazing in that photo. Not that you don't now. Let me just preface by saying that.
Yeah.
But those abs
we're abbing.
were abbing. Oh my goodness. And just, I mean, obviously, like, you know, time has changed and, you know, you've evolved into this huge brand, you know, but you could just see how joyful you were in that cover, that it just, I think, really resonated with people.
Yeah, I think one of the most important things that I learned from being on the cover of Oxygen magazine, I fell in love with fitness even more. And not just like fell in love with fitness, but I fell in love with the community aspect to it. You know, the challenge included a community that you were part of in a private Facebook group. And so it was really cool to know that you were not alone in the journey. So that part was like super important.
People had to vote for this, am I right?
Yes.
So really, it was like a testament that people love you, and then wanted to see you succeed.
Yeah, it was crazy because it was over like 10,000 people that signed up for the magazine. Wow. And from there, they picked top 20. And then based on the top 20, they went to top 10. Top 10, they went to top 5, and then top 3. And throughout this whole journey, I mean, my social media page wasn't even that big, but I had a lot of people that truly like loved and supported me. And so my husband and I, like Matt and I, we built like a whole campaign where we were just like reaching out to people in the morning, in the night, and just reminding them via text. And
Can
that's
I just say, this woman right here was knocking on every door.
I really was.
And that is resilient, and that's how you put in the work to make your dreams come true. Aside from, I know that you're really big on your faith.
Yeah.
So I know that you relied heavily on that, but you put in the work.
Yeah.
And that's where it's all about, because people think, especially nowadays with social media, that all of this is going to come overnight, that overnight success that we're all used to. And this woman right here, Fabi, let them know.
No, it's a lot of work, but I believe that if a dream has been placed in your mind, it's because it's achievable. But you have to put the work in to reach those dreams. So I often look at dreams as something to work towards. And it doesn't matter how you get there, but it's about getting there. Whether you have to knock on doors and send out flyers or, work long nights, early mornings, you have to be willing to put the work, So, and that's what we did. So being on that cover, it was insane to have people across the world and Tokyo send me magazine,
Korea, like everywhere.
Oh, it was mind blowing.
How many copies do you have?
I think I went and bought probably like 40, 50.
That's amazing.
And I have them all.
I love that. That's amazing. You have to listen. You have to be your own cheerleader sometimes.
Of course. I agree. Yep. So, and can I still carry Matt up the steps? Yeah.
I love that you remember, because I was about to refresh your memory. I needed to know.
I think I can. No, you know what? I know I can.
One of the questions on the interview in the magazine was about that. And you said, I can carry Matt down up the steps, and I'm like, I wonder if she can still do that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Now, switching gears, I wanted to ask you one thing that you have done from the very first live workout on Instagram was to end it with empowering affirmations. Now, how important is that to you, since you continue to do that to this day?
Oh, it's super important. It's funny because actually the whole foundation of Queen Warriors is based on mindset. I think if you don't have, your mindset is basically your roadmap, where you want to go and where do you see yourself. And so you have to be able to not just speak these words into existence, but you have to be able to like envision yourself there already. And for me, it's so important that I'm able to like translate what worked for me and what continues to work for me to other women in hopes that, it can spark some fire within themselves and that they can continue to do those, like speak affirmations with like into themselves outside of just the classes, and it can be done on a daily basis. So when it comes to Queen Warriors, we do affirmations all the time. Every single class that we do, it's a must.
I think you've been in the game for a while, so I think that you have been one of the first few, moguls, I would say, that started doing this in this industry, in the fitness industry, with that as like one of your pillars, and putting so much importance in like mental health, along with like fitness, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, no, I believe that, mindset is the key to living a peaceful, joyful life, and fitness is just like the cherry on a sundae. It makes life so much better. But if your mind is not aligned with your physical, then you'll constantly always be chasing, So for me, it's very important that we all start from the inside out.
That makes sense. And I will say that a lot of people don't realize that this is exactly how they should be approaching even their own fitness journey. And the fact that they can come to a platform like Queen Warriors and know that they're going to be covered in many aspects, along with beauty. I know that you guys do a beauty segment. What else do you guys include in the Queen Warrior membership?
So outside of like the live workouts, we try to like make every single live workout very like interactive and fun, right? Because fitness should never be boring. And for me, it's very important that these workouts feel like you're with your homegirl and you're having fun, but you're still getting your butt kicked, And so outside of the live workouts, our community gets access to mindset. And within our mindset segments, Jennifer touches up on beauty. She touches up on fashion. She touches up on, oh my God, like a wide variety
fashion
of topics.
Too?
Yeah. Ooh. Of course, looking good, it's part of feeling good. So that part is very important for us. Our community also gets access to nutrition, which is something so important, because we often get so overwhelmed with the thought of trying to figure out what's healthy, what's not felt healthy. And with so many products out in the market, it's very hard to know what you should be eating.
It's overwhelming. Yeah. And I think you do such a good job at making it easy, because I know that you will jump on a live or like share like a recipe here and there, and it's so real. Like, it's like, hey, this is my everyday life. I'm a mom. Check this out. If it resonates with you, great. And if it doesn't, there's so many options out there that you can utilize, you know?
Yep. I always say simple, easy, and tasty.
Keep it simple. Stupid. I love that. How you feeling, girl?
I'm feeling good. Yeah.
Brows are popping.
My brows are popping. I love it.
So I wanted to ask you, I've seen your commitment to empowering others, but I'm curious, how do you prioritize showing up for yourself? And what are some of like the practices or routines or mantras that you've incorporated into your life to make sure that your own well-being and your own self-care is taken care of?
I just want to start off by saying that we as individuals, we are forever work in progress. You know what I mean? You never reach a full, complete healing state, right? Because there's always something else that you need to be working on. And so for me, through Queen Warriors, I've not only found healing, but I've also found areas within myself that I need to work on, that I need to improve, and that I need to grow within.
Even now, you would
Even
say?
now,
I love that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love to say that, like, I'm a student. I'm not a forever, expert, like I know my stuff and I know I'm good at it, queen. But I'm a student. I love to learn. And most importantly, I love to be able to like optimize my performance. And so with that being said, I'm doing therapy. I'm reading books.
How often do you do therapy?
Oh, girl, I call it pay and dump every week. Pay and dump.
Oh my God.
And it's so important, because sometimes the things that we feel are crazy, like are draining for us, when you have an expert to share these things, and this expert is able to walk you through whatever your situation is, soon enough you realize that it's not that big of a deal.
Yes.
You know
I think
what I mean?
We make it such a bigger thing in our head. And I will say, for me at least, it makes me feel better to let it out.
Yeah.
To just have like share it with someone and not overwhelm kind of like my friends and like trauma dump.
Right. Right. So I do therapy every week. I'm always making sure that I'm reading, and not just business books, but also self-development books. Like, I love it. And it's funny because in the past, like, I didn't enjoy reading, but now as an adult, I'm like, I feel like it's the hack to like success. It's the hack to like, improving yourself. So I would say read a lot.
Are you doing like actual books, or are you a Kindle girly?
No, I wish I was a Kindle girly, but I would literally be distracted and be somewhere else.
Yeah, girl,
checking emails or on Pinterest. So I love hard copy books. And one of the things that I love to do is buying two of the same books. So that way, if I feel as though the book is really good, I want to be able to share it with somebody else.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like, why gatekeep all the information, So it's like, if I'm talking to somebody and I'm like, oh my God, I read this book and it covers exactly what you're struggling with, let me get this book over to you. So that seems to work. I'm also doing meditation, exercising, and going out for walks. I think we sometimes
just enjoying the outdoors.
Yeah, I think sometimes we overlook the power of what a 20-minute walk can do for us mentally, So those are really, really important.
Nice. I honestly, I love to walk, and that's been like the biggest thing that I've done for myself, especially obviously like last year. Walking has just given me a time to relax, and it also has just like lowered my cortisol levels. It's just made me feel so good overall. So I think it's underrated. I know now we're all doing like the hot girl walk, but
I love that. What is the hot girl walk?
The hot girl walk.
I love it. That's so funny.
All right. Boop. Come on, give me a little pain here. Just kidding. You guys, waxing is not that painful, okay?
No, I feel like if
we need to get rid of that
consistent, if you've been consistent with it, it doesn't hurt as much.
It doesn't hurt as much.
In certain areas.
Dun, dun, dun. Inserts photo here.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is a really big question that I've been wanting to ask you. Now, you've been very open about all the challenges that you've faced with overcoming domestic abuse, regaining your confidence after childbirth. You went from in-person boot camp classes to social media workouts to hosting Broad Street Run to Fit with Fabi and now Queen Warriors. Were there specific moments that kept you motivated in between these stages, or has the motivation for you always been the same?
That's a really good question. My motivation has always been helping. I feel like now looking back, I feel like I experienced so much pain and hurt during a certain era of my life that I know that I was never alone, and I would have loved to have someone by my side to hold my hand or to like walk me through that. And so my goal is to be able to always use my story to help somebody. So that's always been a mission of mine. But not only that, but I just love working with women. I think it's so much fun, and not just women,
too, girl.
but
I love it.
You know, like
Yeah.
I just feel like our community can truly use a lot of positivity, a lot of love, and a lot of fun things, right? Like working out, like listening to good music, like dancing in between your breaks. So I've always been like very motivated because, and not always, but in a big picture, I feel like I've always knew that I was destined for greatness. You know, I always knew that.
Sister.
And I felt it. I just felt that like what I experienced was so dramatic for me that I just knew that I wasn't meant to just like.
And it's very powerful that you're owning
silence.
it. You know what I mean? And that, you know, and kudos to you that you've been able to share your story, because I'm sure for a long time you weren't able to do that.
Oh no, I really wasn't. It was very uncomfortable. And it wasn't until Queen Warriors that it gave me the comfort to be able to like share that part of me. And even when I share that part of me, it was such a huge shocker that I was just like, oh yeah, like I can't be in my 30s still carrying trauma from my late teens into my 20s, you know? So I knew I had to do the work for it.
You're like, we need to evolve from this and turn the page.
Yeah.
When, or not when, but how was the response of your community? Like when you were able to finally let go of this and say like, hey, this is my story. It does not define me, but maybe it'll help somebody out there.
Oh my God, it was such an outpour of like love and support. And you realize that there are so many women in those positions right now.
And they're very quiet about it.
And they're very quiet
scared,
because
whatever
they're
the reason
scared, or
is.
because, you know, they feel as though they're stupid for being there or it's their fault. And it's just like, that breaks my heart because it's so hard. Once you're in those situations, it's so hard to imagine yourself being able to like walk out, you know? And so when I shared my story,
it's like almost shameful, right?
Yeah,
Like you feel shame.
You shame yourself, you know? Like I felt shame when I experienced what I did, and I almost felt like it was my fault, or I felt like, dag, like I was so dumb for staying for so long, you know? And so when I shared my story, it was so many women that like, you know, reached out to me and was thankful for letting them know that they're not alone, that, you know, they were not the only ones that experienced such thing.
And bringing awareness to it
And bringing
as well.
awareness, yeah.
Speaking of women, can you tell me a little bit about this new project you've started with Queen Warriors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
come on, let the people know, girl.
I just love helping, and I love helping women. But most importantly, as a Latina, there's nothing that I love more than helping our community.
Mm-hmm. And this is a big one, guys.
And this is a really big one because I feel that as a Latina in the fitness industry, I felt that I had to work extra hard to be able to get into certain rooms. And I felt that whenever I was given the opportunity, I had to even work even harder than other women. And so when I started Queen Warriors, it was with that purpose. I wanted to be able to reach my community, not just help them by providing like accessible health and wellness, but also be able to help our younger generations. And so it was God's timing, to be honest, because it wasn't a project that I had planned to start last year in December 2023. It was a project that, I definitely wanted to do, and it was something Matt and I have been praying for. But to see it come into fruition and to see it live, it's just amazing. So the Queen Warrior Project is a...
Let them know, Fabi.
It's
what
a project.
Is the Queen Warrior Project?
I'm so excited about it. It is a project that we started in El Salvador, where we are helping young Salvadorian girls between the ages of probably like 10 to about 16, 17. And we are providing them with trauma therapy, access to extra resources.
I literally have chills because I'm telling you, it makes me kind of emotional because I can't wait till, just me, side note, going to Peru now and being able to kind of like put my foot in there and just say like, where can I help? Like, what can I do? And you really taking the time to travel out there, make sure that you know exactly what they need. And if you guys are following Fabiana, you guys need to check this out because it is such a good thing that she's doing for her community, for El Salvador, and for women. So I'm so excited. It's so cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I'm really excited because I feel like sometimes as humans, we have a desire to help, but we just don't know how to help. And we often think that there's so many big problems happening that we won't be able to change the world. But you realize that that's not really the case. Right. That's not true. There's always room for you to help, whether it's you boots on ground or it's you praying for the people that are boots and grounds, or it's you using your talents, your gifts, such as marketing, or if you're a great writer, whatever, to provide visibility for these people that are boots and ground. There's always room for you to help. And by you helping doesn't always mean you have to give money. There's so many ways that you can help.
It's so important to highlight that 100%. Money isn't, you can donate time, resources, connections, sharing, liking, all of that makes such a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I want to emphasize is that for these young girls that are partaking in our program, not only are we providing them trauma therapy, but we're also teaching them how to read and write, and we're teaching them life skills so that they don't have to be dependent on a man in order to survive. So we're teaching them things
like a sole provider, because that's what they're used
they can
to.
become, they can provide for themselves by potentially making things or learning how to cook or learning how to sew and all these fun projects that they'll participate throughout the year. But for me, it's just so important because you realize the true needs in other countries. And one of the cool things that I love is that, like, when you become a Queen Warrior member, $1 of your $1 per month per year, like, goes towards helping these ladies. So it's like by you becoming a Queen Warrior member, you are part of the mission. You are supporting the mission. So for as long as you are a member, $1 from your membership will go towards helping these young girls. And so that's how everyone
That's amazing, because
help.
that way you're also including, the community that you've worked so hard to build, and they're also feeling like they're included in the journey, and they are,
and they are, because for as long as they continue to be a member, $1 off their membership is going that, and not only that, but they also get to benefit because they're working out, and so they're becoming healthier, and so I just love this whole like domino effect, like we're able to like pass the baton on, so our members can become healthier and, feel good. And then they're able to like help somebody else in a whole different, country do the same thing. So it's such an exciting project. And it's something that like God has really just like placed in our heart. And we're just so excited to see it grow and to see where, what else we can continue to do with them. So
it's only the beginning, and I'm excited to see how that's going to evolve this year and next year, and hopefully more people get on board. Yeah. And I mean, you guys are literally like touching these women's lives and helping them with their future,
Yeah, for sure. So I'm like, I can't wait to go back during the summertime, to be honest. You realize how much love
They make
these
so
young girls
much out of
need.
nothing.
Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah.
the best thing?
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so filling. And one of the things that I wanted to add is like this piece is so important for me because, to be quite honest, being in business for so long, everything becomes repetitive. You know what I mean? Like in terms of, what you do with your money. It's only so many bags you can buy. It's only so many shoes you can buy. It's only so many like expensive trips you can take. And it all starts to then just become so repetitive, right? And so for me, helping, it's 10, 100 times so much better. And it's so filling to the soul to know that I'm able to make an impact in someone else's life. So
I think you do such a fantastic job at keeping it so real on social media when it comes to balancing, like what you just said, things, and also like what you do with your money. Because you're like, listen, like I got it, but I don't, like I'm not gonna just, throw it out there.
I'm just like, it's so boring. Like, okay, I can walk outside with a Chanel bag, or I can walk outside with a regular bag. I don't.
Like
I honestly
you're like, we're looking
don't
bummy
care.
today, but hey,
Girl,
we're here.
Listen.
I love that. Aw, Fabi. I wanted to ask you, this is going to be a hot take, okay? Just a moment here. Thin brows or thick brows?
Oh, thick brows. Girl, I had them thin brows. Not going back there no more.
We know. We saw your brows. I think your brows have always looked amazing, even when you had them thinner. I feel like we've all been victim of that.
They've evolved.
They've evolved. You guys, look at this. Now, I wanted to also know, now that it's 2024, Fabiana has been in this role for a while. Like, what exactly is your role within Queen Warriors? And how has that like evolved now that, it's 2024?
Yeah. So with Queen Warriors, I'm definitely still, a coach. But now I'm a chief purpose officer. So I make sure that everything that we do within the company, from the classes to our content to our mission, everything aligns with the why we started, why we do what we do. And so I don't ever want to lose the essence of why Queen Warriors started. Queen Warriors was created to help everyday women, but not just help everyday women, but to provide accessible health and wellness to our community. So I want to make sure that everything that we do has that piece into it.
So you would essentially have, when you started, you were doing it all.
Yeah.
So now, like, what exactly does your day look like? Because, girl, this empire, okay, there's only so many hours in the day. And also, you're a mom, you're busy, you run a full, successful social media workouts, what is it called?
Platform.
A successful workout platform, app. And you also teach, business classes with Matt, correct? So you've got it all. What is your role within Queen Warriors, and how do you just manage all of it, girl?
Well, outside of just being the chief purpose officer, I definitely still teach every Monday and Wednesday. I love teaching. I don't think I'll ever stop teaching, to be honest. I was telling Matt, I just love teaching. Like, I love teaching while exercise. And it's funny because I never imagined that I would be doing that, but I just love every single bit of it. We and then outside of that, like this year, it's so funny because this year my schedule has cleared out so much than what I was used to doing. I mean, I was
more
creating
time for you.
Oh my God, it's so much time. I'm just like, I feel like stepbrothers, when they're building the bunk beds and they're like, we got so much room. I feel like that's what my schedule feels like.
Love that.
So what am I doing now? I'm really big on like further education. So I'm definitely looking into, growing within the business, like learning more. Teaching others. Queen Warriors is getting ready for Series A. So I want to make sure that I am fully prepared to present. I'm fully prepared to answer questions. And I'm understanding what this process consists of. So that's honestly what I'm doing.
I love that you do also your morning motivationals.
Oh my God, yeah.
How has that affected the community? Like, what is the feedback that you're getting from that? Because, Girl, when that notification comes on, I'm like, yes, let's
Click.
go. Good morning.
You know what? This last year, my spiritual walk with God has gotten so strong, and God has just been so good in my life that I feel indebted. You know, I feel like I need to be doing more to spread His word, and so. Because it's my page and it's my personal page, I'm
you
like,
get to
this
do
is
whatever
about
you
me.
want, girl,
This is
whatever you
about me
want.
and how I want to like present myself to the world and what I want to do on my page. And so doing the morning devotionals, it's so filling because every verse is completely different. I love to be surprised. And I think it's so funny when the verse of the day like hits the
Relates
nail
to-
on the
yeah.
spot to
Which it usually
with what
does.
season, which it usually does to whatever season I'm in. Sometimes I'm just like, really, God, like
You
you
gonna
gonna
do me like that?
You gonna do me like that in front of my community? But I love it because you also realize that there's a lot
But
of
you
people.
keep it so real though, and I
love
love that
it.
because you're like, listen, I'm doing this, but it's also me. Like you get what you get.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now I'm 6 a.m, so you really get what you get. Like my hair be looking crazy. I feel like I'm in a dungeon because I'm in the dark. So, but I feel like there's a lot of people
hilarious.
that just want to know the word and just don't know how to start or feel like they don't want to like reach out to people. I just feel like for me, I read it and I, share it how it resonates with me.
Yeah, I mean, religion is a big topic and it can be quite controversial.
Yeah.
So, like what you said, it's your page and whoever is really connecting with you is going to get the entire package.
Yeah.
And,
Family, spiritual, cooking,
Food.
fitness,
the dog,
the whole 9 yards.
the basketball,
What? Yeah.
the classes
The
for the
classes,
kids. I love it. No, I love it.
A lot of these big companies don't really care to educate our community. We're more used for I feel like we're used to just mark the box.
Right,
That they cater,
right.
that they're inclusive.
Let's
that they
include
cater.
it. We're being inclusive.
But not because they truly, genuinely, wholeheartedly care to help educate the Black and Brown community. And so for me, being a Latina, that part was very, very important. And it's like, I can't help my community become healthy and fit if I'm selling products that are out of their,
Right, like if they can't consume
if they can't
it or
afford them,
afford to
and so
to buy
for me,
it.
like
Or accessibility.
my mission is to be able to provide health and wellness. It is to be able to like provide accessible health and wellness. Period. That's it. So within your monthly, subscription, you get access to
Everything, literally everything,
Yeah.
you guys.
Because a lot of people are scared to try something new or scared to sign up for something without actually trying or seeing what the product actually looks like. So right now, currently, we're giving
'Cause you won't
away
regret it.
right now we're currently giving our 2024 transformation bundle, which is like completely free, and you get access to a wide variety of different items from like recipes.
Literally
to,
pause
like,
this podcast right now.
What?
Go over there. Click the link because wow, that's
Take advantage
amazing.
of it.
Take advantage.
Yeah.
It's 2024. This is your year. Like we're all about the health, wellness. We got to do it. And it's also dry January. I just want to point that out.
Whoop,
So.
whoop. I support.
I support, girl. Okay. One of the last few questions. Given your status in the public eye, many might not realize that you're actually an introvert. How do you manage and balance this while also honoring your personal space?
I love that question because and I'm going to reverse that because it's like the person that you see on social media is definitely the person you see in real life. That is who I am. Am I like this big, super bubbly person that comes out and just has a full conversation with you? Absolutely not, but I want to change. And like part of my growth is being, more social and going out and meeting new people. So, I tend to be a sort of an introvert, I love to be home. I love to watch movies at home. I just love being home. I'm such a homebody.
Me too, girl.
I love to party every now and then, but I am such a homebody.
Couch potato mode.
What?
Rotting mode. Viejita mode.
What? Sweatpants, big sweater.
Yes. We're doing a podcast. What is life?
Wow, I'm getting my brows done.
Wow,
this is
she's
great.
getting her brows done. I know, right? She's like, okay, I don't have to schedule 2 things at once. I could just be here and get this done.
I mean, I feel like I can mark this thing off my list, like laying down, getting a wax, and doing a podcast. This is amazing.
Some of my Brazilian clients were like, wait, because I mentioned it to a few people, and they were like, are you going to do Brazilians while you podcast? And I'm like, can you imagine me doing that?
That would be interesting.
I mean, there's a market for everything.
You'll see my tear. My gangster tear.
Can we CGI the tear? What is it? It's a CGI? No. What is it now? God, what is it called? That social media thing. AI. Should we AI a teardrop? That was like a controversial thing.
Be like, bling.
No, actually, Kim Kardashian was out on, was like put on blast because they said that she AI'd her teardrop from like one of her episodes.
What?
And she had to like come out and like correct people and say, you guys, this is a real tear.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
No, me either.
Yeah.
How do you kids feel about like you being on social media and like the spotlight so much?
You know,
because I feel like you do a good job at
my kids don't think I'm cool. Okay, I just want to say that.
You guys, she's the coolest.
I feel like I'm the coolest, and my kids just don't think I'm the coolest. Especially when all their friends like know who I am, and they're like, "Your mom is so cool. She's so pretty."
I didn't think my mom used to be cool either.
Girl, but I'm really cool.
Like for real, I'm cool.
Like I really am. But you know, honestly, I don't know how they feel. I think they enjoy what I do, and I feel like what I do has inspired their own journey. And so Enrique's like really big into the gym and working out. He's had a huge transformation.
He started his own brand, didn't he?
Yeah, he started
That's
his
amazing.
own shirt brand, and then Josiah plays basketball. So last year he decided that he wanted to play basketball, and he trains extremely hard. Yeah, he is killing it. I just told him when he goes to the NBA, he has to buy me a house by the beach.
Okay, girl.
That's how he's going to pay me back.
Make him write it down, girl.
Okay.
Be like, listen, you signed this when you were 2.
Sign his contract, right?
Let's go. Let's go. Come on now.
But I love it. I love that they're able to see me live my dreams out loud. And I hope that inspires them to do the same thing.
That's
to
amazing.
know that it's possible, you know?
I mean, listen, I know it's not easy. Like, I don't know because I don't have any kids. But I can't even imagine how it's been for you to keep them, I guess, I wouldn't say humble, but to make sure that you teach them certain values while being on social media and making sure that you also are like a good mom, you know?
Yeah.
And I think you've done such a good job. Like, how has that been for you? Now that your son is leaving and you've got a little one, Gia, she's the cutest.
She is.
The cutest. She's literally your twin.
She is. Oh my God, too much. For us, family is like super important. You know, after God is family. And so for us, it's very important that our kids are very humble, that they're giving, that they're loving, that they're respectful, and that most importantly, that they love the Lord. And so that has always been a big thing in our family. And everything that we do, it derives from that circle. So business-wise, it only helps now to showcase to the kids what we're doing and, you know, the empire that we're building and you know, that I get to live my dreams, you know. But being a mom and running a business, it's definitely not easy, but nothing in life is ever easy. At least I don't think. I feel like being a mom and running a business is definitely challenging.
Yeah, especially
but
with
it's
Gia,
not
'cause
impossible.
She's little, and you've learned from having your other ones, and I think in tougher times, like stronger situations, and now you know that the dust has settled a little bit, and you're able to kind of enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yeah. But it also takes a village, you know. I gotta say that I have been blessed to have an amazing support system my parents, my siblings, my brother, my sister, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. We all are so close. And whenever we need something, we're always there for each other. And so
Shout out to the family.
yo, seriously, that village part, it's so important because, to be quite honest, I wouldn't have been able to do what I do if it wasn't for the help that I get from them.
I love that. I'm like, I have no family here. Can't relate. But
girl, it's hard.
No, I bet. I think it's amazing that you have the support, because I feel like a lot of people who are successful don't really like do business with family. So the fact that it's giving Kardashians, the fact that you guys are able to do it. I mean, I'm serious. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing.
It's like a
It's
family
truly a
affair.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
I'm gonna do your lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the
Let's
lip.
do it. Let's do it. Let's talk about the lips, because I feel like for so long, okay,
I'm geeking out, guys.
we're gonna share.
We love a
stuff.
lip wax.
Let me tell you something. When I was in elementary school to middle school, even high school, I had upper lip hair, and it drove me crazy. It was so embarrassing. Funny story, my sister's husband, we went all to high school together. My sister, her husband, and myself, we all were in the same high school. And he used to make fun of me all the time.
For your upper lip hair?
Yes. He used to say,
girl.
hey, girl, your mustache is bigger than mine. And I was just like, what?
No, that's terrible. I can relate. For those of you that don't know, I suffer from PCOS, and I have what is called hirsutism. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but it's a condition where you grow hair in a certain area a lot. So basically, my testosterone levels were really high. I could grow an entire beard, not even kidding. From when I was young, my sideburns used to connect to the back of my neck.
Get the heck out.
Yeah, and then I started shaving that. And of course, I looked brutal when I was
Yeah.
little. But anyway, as I've grown and been able to kind of afford treatments, I've gotten several treatments of laser done. Like now I fully laser. Kenny, in case you want to zoom in. So I don't really have any hair anymore. Thank God I've been able to, save up for it and pay for it because, it's expensive.
Yeah.
But girl, I can relate.
But it's crazy because, the things that we have to experience as women, and
Yeah.
I don't think men understand that. For so long, I was so embarrassed. I even was so embarrassed to make eye contact with people because I didn't want them to see my upper lip hair.
Oh my gosh.
And so now I want to share to the world that I get my upper lip hair waxed.
No,
okay.
Girl, we're zoom in over here. What really did it for me? What helped me? COVID, the mask.
Oh,
Because I used to, I'll preface this by saying, obviously, I'm a waxer, but I used to not get my chin waxed because you can't do laser if you wax.
Oh.
Because you're pulling the hair follicle from
Right.
the root. So I used to shave, and COVID helped me because I was wearing a mask all the time.
right.
So when I was talking, I would pull it down here, and it was my chin guard.
wow.
And the chin hairs were flowing.
Wow. Look at that.
So I made it
So
work.
listen, all the women out there, do not be embarrassed, okay? You're not alone.
You'd be surprised how many women
Right.
literally struggle with this, especially like facial hair in general. I don't post about it a lot, but I would say 90% of my clients that come in for brow waxes get the lip wax included, nose, and most of the time chin. And I just don't think it's talked about enough.
No, it's not. I don't think it is. And I think it's important that as women, we share these things so we can, make others feel comfortable.
Yeah. Especially with nowadays with like the internet and all of that. It's so important.
Yeah, for sure.
How's the temperature?
It's great.
Can you tell the people, whoever's watching, what pain level is from 1 to 10 on a lip wax?
I would say it's probably like a 3. See? Ha. It's like a 3.
ASMR.
It's not that.
It's not that bad. It's not. People think that it's like worse.
But not only that, Marjorie, but you're so gentle. Like you have like the perfect waxing hands. You are. I was like, when I started coming to Marjorie, I was like, I love her. She's so gentle.
And I was like, I love her too. And there was so much love. No, honestly, when the vibes are vibing, it's just,
Yeah.
it makes for such a good appointment. If you are listening and you have like a favorite service provider, you know that it's like 90% service, but there's that 10%, or I would say even more, that you mesh with these people so well because they really make the experience so different. And honestly, likewise, to me, Fabi's like one of my favorite clients. Can I call you Fabi?
Yeah, girl.
Okay. She's one of my favorite. I call her Fabi, but just wanted to make sure. She's one of my favorite people, and she literally brightens up my day, and she inspires me because these are the kind of people I want to be surrounded by. So it just makes the experience mutually enjoyable.
So yeah, we have a lot in the works for 2024. We have a really cool feature that we're going to be dropping pretty soon. So I really get excited for all these things, and I'm not really one to like give them away because
no spoilers here.
Just come and see.
Yeah.
Just come and see.
QueenWarriors.com.
And it just makes it so much better because all these workouts are done from the comfort of your home, and all the features that we get to add, you don't have to leave. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to get any extra stuff. It's all part of your subscription. So
that's a really big thing I want to point out. With Fabi's workouts, you have multiple coaches. There's multiple style workouts. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you can literally do it from the comfort of your own home, which is so comfortable.
Yeah,
the anxiety
girl.
that I get from going to the gym, I'm working on it. It just makes it so much more pleasant, and it's such a better experience to be able to do this at home if I feel like I'm doing it with my underwear on.
that's what
and
I
a
was going to
sports
say.
bra.
It's like, listen, the panties, bras.
Yes.
However, the
Wait.
chanclas.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm going to put in, hopefully, a little screening right here, a screenshot of you doing a special workout with a bonnet. Am I correct?
Yeah.
With your robe and the chanclas.
Listen,
This woman is a vibe. I can't.
You just gotta whenever you have set that you're gonna do something, you gotta do it. So like, make no excuses. Turn your TV on and get to work.
Yeah.
That's it.
Your
My
queen
boys?
warrior. No. Do the queens work out with their kids?
Oh my God, so many of them.
What?
So many of them, and I love that they do that because they make health and wellness fun.
And accessible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially for the
and
younger
realistic.
generation.
It's like,
Yeah.
you don't have time to find a sitter to go work out.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Come work out.
Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know that. Are you going to add more coaches?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. Class.
No, I love that. I was just talking about it with my videographer, Juan, that I wanted to do a Spanish episode. I have a few clients,
That only
a
speak
few
Spanish.
friends that only speak Spanish,
Oh, that's so cool.
and guests that I would like to have on Beyond the Wax podcast that speak Spanish. And I'm like, why not?
Después del wax.
Después de...
Like, I don't even think that's how you...
Más allá.
Más allá del wax.
Espérate, así como que... Más allá del wax. Con Marjorie Morel.
There you go.
There you go. And why not?
Why
Like,
not?
why do I have to stick to a certain thing? You know,
Right.
my Spanish is pretty good.
It's your space. Do whatever you want.
We Spanglish hard here.
Right?
I love it. No, I love it. I'm excited for you, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do this year. I did notice that your content has shifted a little bit. What's going on with that? Because it's looking really good.
You know,
You're giving the people the tips that they need to know, especially with like these like food, right?
Yeah. So we do Fabi's swaps, like healthy swaps.
Yum.
And I love it because what we do is we visit everyday spots like your Panda Express, like your Chick-fil-A's, like your Starbucks, and we teach people how to make healthier choices. Because I believe that, being healthy and fit doesn't mean that you have to stop eating the things that you enjoy. It's about finding a balance and finding healthier alternatives.
Wherever you go, because
Wherever you
food,
go.
let me tell you, being healthy is expensive.
It can
be.
be.
And you find such good ways to make it still accessible without having to drop the big bucks, you know?
For sure. So, and then with my content, I wanted to go more towards being an educator, providing free information. How to eat healthy, how to look good under a budget, how to make healthier choices, how to meal prep.
And can I just say that you're providing, like, again, what you just said, this information for free aside from what they're already getting.
Yeah.
This is not an ad. on the Queen Warriors program. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure that people are really, taking advantage and moving towards being the best version of themselves.
Yeah. No, I think it was like a Taco Bell one. No, the Chipotle one.
The Chipotle one.
I was like the cat
Girl.
on the keyboard.
Oh my
writing
God.
it down. That was a good one.
It was. It's crazy how much these foods can pack without you even like realizing. Like you can literally have like an over 2,000 calorie meal.
Speaking on that,
sitting.
I know that a lot of people have a lot of opinions on, especially, since you're constantly posting things, educational things now. How do you deal with the criticism or the haters? Because they're out there and some of them are just like bored and they just really want to like put some negativity out there.
Okay, they're mean. But I've learned to ignore them. I feel like if you don't have haters in this stage of your life, then you're not doing something right. Like, that's the way I look at it. But the reality of the truth is, out of 900K followers, I probably get, I don't know, less than 2% of mean comments and people constantly just saying that my body's fake. And at the end of the day, like everybody's entitled to their...
Ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I know my truth. It really isn't.
No, it's not. You can tell. I mean, you're so candid. You're like, literally, look at this dimple. Okay,
Girl.
You see this ingrown right here?
Right.
Yep, this kid popped in this morning. You see this? I haven't washed my face yet, but here we are, So I think that you do such a good job at showing up authentically, and that's all you can really do.
Yeah, so,
Someone's always going to have an opinion.
Yeah, and I just laugh at it. It's like, okay.
We're going to shift gears here and sit you up because I want you to...
Look cute. Okay,
Look
thanks.
cute. Yes, we're going to try it out. But I'm going to give you the mirror first so that you can see your brows.
Ooh,
and then let me know your thoughts. All right, girl.
Let me see these cute brows. Oh my God, pretty. Yes, girl.
Are we good with the
The
color?
fact that I get to walk out looking better than when I did.
I did them pretty... Always. I did them pretty light. Obviously, they're a little bit darker since we had them a little lighter last time.
No, they're pretty.
But
I love how full they are.
They look amazing. And you've been doing a good job at like maintaining them and stuff like that. I feel like
Thanks to you.
Whoever does your makeup too, they like stay true to the shape.
Yeah, no, she does. She does an amazing job.
Love it. Shout out to
her.
Awesome.
Get it, Laura.
Hi, Laura. Follow me. No, but honestly, I was going to say, you started out doing this in your bathroom.
Yeah.
With okay, correct me if I'm wrong, with a light that you kept from someone else.
Yeah. A light that I kept from an old videographer that was coming before COVID. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. Look at God. I got some
He
light.
provided.
Right, he provided. And then I just had my tripod.
Okay.
My phone for Instagram. I don't even know if I had a mic. I don't remember. But my music...
This was during COVID, right?
This was during COVID. My music was coming from a speaker that I had on the side. And we have a timer, and her name is Tiki the Timer. Tiki the Timer was on my tablet. And now she's on the screen. She's evolved.
Really?
So it just shows that whenever you want to do something, you don't need to feel like you have to have everything well put together.
All the gadgets, the Alex Earl light.
I like to say that God gives you a dream and he will equip you as you walk towards that dream. And so God did just that.
No, that's amazing because I feel like now it's being pushed so much to buy the light, buy the gadget. And yes, although these things are going to look so amazing and high quality, and I know social media is pushing for higher quality content, but just start. Like, I mean, look at what you did with just what you were resourceful, what you had, and in your bathroom.
In my bathroom.
Oh my God, where people were like, were you in your bathroom? Like,
well, it was funny because my bedroom and my bathroom were like in an open space, like in the same room. So I was literally like in the middle where I had more space. So to my right was my bathroom, my toilet, and to the left was my bed.
Was it like just enough space where like a yoga mat fit and you're like, oh my God.
Perfect. But real quick, like the one day I had a mirror behind me and there was a mirror in my door behind the phone. And the one day I was like, guys, I'll be right back. And I snuck into the bathroom, right? And I went to pee. I had to pee so bad. And I didn't realize that you can literally see me.
Oh my God.
It was like I set myself up this way and then the phone was pointing to the mirror that was technically behind me, so that you can see me in the bathroom. And I remember coming back to my mat,
and the comments were probably
and the
like,
comments were like, "Did you wash your hands?"
that was the thing that people were worried
They were
about.
like, "Did you wash your hands?" And I was just like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh man.
And then I was like, when I was done the class, somebody messaged me and they were like, "Girl, we saw you. You went to the bathroom and you like didn't wash your hands."
You're nasty.
And I was like, yes, mommy.
We're like, I sprayed some alcohol.
I was like, I just washed the fingers that
like I'm at home. Listen, this is real, okay? We're getting our workout
I ain't touching
in.
nobody. All right, mind your business. Like,
and keep it moving.
Yep.
I wonder if anybody screen recorded that.
I don't know. It's out there.
So I want you to tell me the story behind this photo and what was happening when it got taken.
Girl, I caught a cramp doing my own workouts. It was so bad. It hurt so bad.
So I'm going to insert the photo for you guys to see. It's hilarious.
Yo, I literally I was demonstrating doing the Queen Warrior workout. I was actually doing it in my bedroom. And I caught a freaking horrible cramp that it knocked me down. And I thought it was so funny afterwards.
Oh my God.
And I'm all for being raw and transparent. So I think I did share that.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
I was like, yo, listen.
You don't want to know where I got this photo from.
Where'd you get that from?
You don't want to know.
I sent it to you?
No.
Where'd you get it?
I had to do some digging, girl.
No, you didn't.
Listen, I am a prepared host, okay?
I love it.
Beyond the Wax will surprise you. We are prepared around here.
Private detective. I'm going to call you later.
I literally was
like
like the cat. I'm not even kidding. Like, oh yeah. I'm like, this is going to be juicy.
I love it.
Well, thank you for explaining that to us. Must have been a hard cramp.
It was. That only shows that the workout is good.
And it's like, real. It's not pretend. Because she's really working out there. You really are working out too. Yeah. Like when you're doing your lives, like literally.
Hell yeah.
Like you do all the reps and everything.
Absolutely.
I love that.
It's my workout.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I mean, don't lie. You work out. No, you work out more than that.
I mean,
I do, do the workouts and then you work out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know you do.
I did today.
Yeah. And then you're going to do it tonight. Okay, so we got one last thing for you today. We're going to do a rapid fire of 5 questions, and I just want you to answer whatever comes to mind, okay? Abs or glutes?
Oh, glutes.
Glutes. Favorite childhood cartoon?
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes, what a throwback. Okay, the last thing you binge watched?
Oh my God, what's the name of this show? I forgot. It was You. I did You too. You. But I watched a show after that. I just don't remember.
The guy show?
The show with Issa Rae.
Oh, not Clueless. I love her.
I mean, I love her too.
I love Issa Rae.
That's the show.
That's my girl.
Freaking binge watch.
I love her.
When
I'm sad it ended.
Get started on a show, forget about it.
It's gonna bother me.
I need to like
Issa Rae. You know, she talks about Inglewood a lot.
Yeah.
Like in her show. It's a really funny story. I actually went to Chicago and I was telling the bartender, like, I really want to go to Inglewood because, you know, like Issa Rae said, I'm not even kidding, this is real life, that the food there is amazing and people are scared to go there because it's supposed to be like a really bad part of the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Tell me how this bartender encouraged me. It was like, I'll take you, blah, blah, blah. And then I found out that there's a Chicago Inglewood, but there's also an LA Inglewood. And it was the wrong Inglewood.
Oh, wait, you were in Chicago?
Yes, but there's also one in LA and Issa's is LA.
The one in LA. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going to end up in Chicago, girl. On some dark side of Inglewood. Okay, Issa Rae, Insecure. Yeah, that's the one.
I loved it.
She's so good in that show. And I mean, you know, she produces it too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's such a powerhouse. Okay, coffee or tea?
Coffee, hello.
All the way, love it. I'm a tea girly, so we love both though. Okay, and the best advice what's the best piece of advice that you've received?
The one that kind of just like comes up, it's if you do something, do it as if you have 1,000 people in front of you. Sometimes, because when we're starting out, we only have a small crowd. When I started like my boot camps, I literally would only have one person, two people, and I thought it was like my sister-in-law, but I always did everything with so much heart and always remembering that soon I would be doing it for thousands of people. So everything that you do, put your whole heart into it.
You felt it.
And be genuine. Yeah. So
because I'm sure you started out with 2 views. I saw somewhere that you said it was like your mom and your sister cheering you on.
It was always like whenever I would host the free boot camps at my neighborhood park, it was literally my sister or my sister-in-law, and that was it. But then I still kept showing up because, someone once told me, when you do something, you do it with all your heart and you envision yourself doing whatever you're doing for thousands of people. And to this day, I still show up with that same spirit. I still show up with that same mentality. Whatever I do, I'm doing it for thousands of people.
And you are quite literally,
and I am. So.
Yeah, but you didn't stop. You kept going, and you've affected so many people.
Yeah.
I mean, even one of your coaches that used to be she is, but she used to be like a queen warrior.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And guys, if you haven't seen that, I think it's on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Amazing transformation.
Yeah.
She used to do her workouts, and I'm sure to this day, because now she became a coach.
Now she became a
and
coach,
like,
and she's
wow.
phenomenal. Shout out to Chamilla.
Shout out to you, Queen. Love that.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for am I in frame? Sorry, guys. We're at a learning curve. Thank you so much, Fabi, for being here, for taking the time to come to my new baby, Beyond the Wax, and good luck with everything going on this year.
I'm really proud of you. I remember us having conversations of you just wanting to
don't make me cry,
step out and do something. You know what I mean? I remember you telling me how you were wanting to do a podcast and you had this one studio that was willing to do everything, and you just kept holding back. So to be here and witness you start 2024 with such with this, yeah. I'm just so proud of you, and I'm proud of your growth, and I'm proud of you being so bold and truly following your dreams regardless of whether or not you have a huge following. You're just so passionate about what you do, and you're truly so passionate about highlighting the people that sit in your chair. And so I'm really
appreciate
proud of
that.
you. I'm just so proud of you. And I speak nothing but abundance, and I speak nothing but success, and I speak that you reach thousands of people with your amazing energy, and I pray that you continue to do what you do with so much love, and you never lose that fire.
Thank you.
Regardless, you always remember why you started, and allow that to be the fire you need when things get challenging, or when, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Things feel like you can't no longer pull through. I want you to know that you can pull through, because you waited so long for this moment, for this space, and here you have it.
I know, it's crazy.
And I'm just so proud of you.
You've seen this from the very beginning.
I did.
Thank you for your words. Honestly, I'm not even kidding when I say this, just being around you and, so many of my amazing clients, it literally catapults me to do this, and you constantly inspire me all the time. And I'm not just saying that, you really do. You're just putting so much goodness out into the world, and it's so freaking genuine. So I appreciate your words, and, thanks for being here.
I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate you. God, you made me cry. First tears of the podcast.
This is amazing.
I'm supposed to make you cry. Drop a tear, girl. Do it for the content. Let's CGI it or AI it or whatever. Alrighty. Well, thanks again for being here. I appreciate you so much. And, you guys, make sure that you check out Fabi's work. It's Fabiana Ferrarini, queenwarriors.com. You can find her across all platforms, social media, YouTube, her website, and her app. She's just amazing. You guys heard it here first.